Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, guys? It is D Dun here, the most chill COD player. Today I got for you a lot longer gameplay than normal. It is a 70 plus specialist on the map Strike Zone, I think. I think that's what this map is called. The raid, I guess you could call it, of Call of Duty Ghosts so far. Most of the really insane gameplays you've seen so far have been on this map because it's the smallest map in the game. Um, I don't get a chem strike this game, unfortunately. But I think you guys still will enjoy it just because I rushed my ass off the entire game. At least it felt like I did. Um, I guess you could say I failed 100 plus specialist. I know I was like 20 something kills off, but there is a point in the gameplay where I do just kind of die like 3-4 times in a row, and then I don't ever seem to catch my rhythm back. But that in and of itself is going to lead me into my topic of today's video, which is something I've noticed definitely has been a case in Call of Duty Ghosts, and that is people when they chop up their gameplays. Now I do go on a decent streak. I want to say it's like a 15 or a 17. So if I probably would have slowed it down, maybe camped it out a little bit, I probably could have at least gotten one KM strike this game. Guys I was playing against, this is, I guess you'd call it like a magic lobby. They were all fairly low levels, fairly bad KDs, and they weren't all campers. So when you have people who are not that good who will actually run around, you tend to pick up a lot of kills like I did in this game. But back to the topic at hand, it's I've noticed a lot that people who have been posting KM strikes tend to chop up their gameplays a lot, and I know a lot of it is just kind of, I guess you call it entertainment value. They say that they don't want to post like a 5 or 6 minute KEM strike because they feel like that's boring to watch, and like I kind of understand that, but at the same time, in my opinion, and that was just really poor aim on my part. I should have killed that guy, but anyway, they say it's entertainment value, but at the same time, I feel it's kind of also slightly misleading in a sense, just because it makes it look like you got a 3 minute KEM strike, whereas really it was more like 5 or 6 minutes, or the 100 kill specialist games or something like that. They'll only show like 2 or 3 good streaks that are like 5 minutes, and I don't know. I just feel like you kind of cheat your viewer out of a little bit whenever you do that. I don't know why. I'm probably one of the only people who feels that way, but I don't know. I just feel like if you have a gameplay, I wish people would just show the whole gameplay. I just feel like your viewer is going to get more out of that in the long run than just watching the moments when you do good, because a lot of times, at least in Call of Duty, you can learn a lot from whenever you're doing bad. You can kind of learn from your mistakes and correct them, and especially when you watch other people when they're not doing so well. And maybe some of it maybe has to do with ego. They don't want to make it look like they have bad games. Of course we all have bad games, everyone knows that, but I mean, right there, obviously, like, I have no idea why I couldn't hit that guy, but you know I'm I'm definitely not like a super mega beast at this game or anything like that. And I'm just not afraid to hide it, I guess. So I'd like to know your all's opinions on that. What are your all opinions on chopped up gameplays, on people who will take a 5 or 6 minute KM strike and reduce it down to like 2 minutes and just show you like 24 kills in very quick succession? But I don't know. I'm just curious. It's just kind of something that's been on my mind. Just you know, I'd like to know your all's thoughts on it too. But um, other than that, I really didn't have too much to talk about. I've been debating on making a video that's actually, I've been kind of wanting to do a vlog about this, but considering this is kind of a longer video, I might as well just use it to talk about it. And that is just kind of like my expectations for Ghost, and not the game itself, actually, just how I thought I would be able to approach it. I thought I would honestly be able to invest a lot more time into this game I honestly thought that I would probably have like a double KEM strike by now, or something along that lines. But obviously, we didn't really know what to expect. We didn't know the maps were going to be this big or anything like that. Um, and and not to mention, like, my work situation has just been really insane. We're short some people, and so it's resulted in me having to work a lot of extra hours, which isn't a bad thing. I don't mind working, and like, my family and work will come before YouTube and video games, but it's I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of disappointed that I haven't had more time to invest in this game, because I really thought that I could do really well in this game. And that's not to say that I'm not going to do well. I'm not trying to turn this into a negative commentary by any means, but like I said, I thought I would have a lot more time to invest, and I didn't. And especially like in a game like this where your aim has to be spot on and everything, you got to play consistently, and I haven't been able to play consistently. And so, you know, for the guys out there that are watching my videos, that I guess if you guys want to, if you want to use the word fan, if you guys are fans of mine and you expected a lot more content, well, I mean, I expected to produce a lot more content than what I have. And so, if you've been disappointed with me, um, I apologize. I definitely want to, produce daily videos. I stated that before this game came out, that I wanted to get back to, regular daily uploads, but it just hasn't worked out. And, unfortunately, that's just the way life goes sometimes. But that's about all I want to say on that. But like I said, the big thing is just, I have a full-time job, I have a wife, I have a child, and I gotta I have no idea how I killed that guy. I have to take my priorities seriously. I'm a grown man, and I wish that I could be one of those fortunate people who could turn YouTube into a career. I mean, that is my ultimate dream job. I mean, whenever I was 7, it was to become a pro football player, and then quickly I realized that I'm a dorky white kid, and even though I'm fairly athletic, I'm not athletic enough to play in the NFL. That's for damn sure. So once I discovered video games and YouTube, that really became my passion, and it's something that I really wish, like I said, I could pursue as a career. But fortunately, that's just not an option. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content that I am putting out, and hopefully you will enjoy my future content. But as you can see, at this point in the gameplay, we have, we're at the 120 mark basically of the game, and I have, it looks like, 50 kills. And so if I just could have pulled through, I might have been able to at least break the 80 mark, maybe into the 90 mark. But unfortunately, it's just the way it goes. But other than that, let's see what's coming up. I have a KEM with a marksman rifle, so I think you guys will maybe find that interesting, because I was actually using the 3-round burst attachment. And if you thought the MSBS was BS and OP, then you're definitely then you might be kind of shocked at some of the shots I got in that gameplay. It's actually on Siege again, which is another thing about YouTubers that I've been posting. Is like, I was watching if you don't know who Doom Clan is, it's just one of those pub stomping clans that puts out retarded, ridiculous gameplays. They were doing like 100 KEM strike live stream, and I was watching, and the guy who was playing at the time, if he got a lobby or if he got into a game that wasn't one of these small maps, he just backed out. And if you're just going for KEM strikes, like for total, like, why back out of the lobby just because you don't want to play a big map? Yeah, they're not as entertaining, they're not as fun, but I mean, to me, like, getting a Kim strike is getting a Kim strike, whether it's on Siege or whatever. And that's kind of the roundabout way I was getting at, is another one on Siege. And I think that map is actually, I know a lot of people hate it, but I think it's actually not a bad map. I mean, it's a really big map, and sometimes it can be really slow paced, but overall, I mean, it plays fairly well, at least for 6v6, a lot better than some of the other maps in this game. But anyway, I'll probably be posting that in the next few days whenever I have time to upload and get that going. Yeah, and yeah, we're kind of reaching that point where I don't really have too much to talk about, and I don't want to drone on about nothing. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So once again, if you guys want to leave some feedback, um, let me know, of course, if you enjoyed the gameplay and everything. But also let me know what you guys think about, these YouTube videos where people, chop them down so much. And like, I understand the entertainment value, but is that something that you guys would like to see out of me in the future? Where maybe I try and reduce some of that dead time in there. Let me know what you think about that, and you know let me know about the content I'm producing thus far. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of YouTube. I get my views, opinions out there, show off my gameplay, and then you guys can give me feedback. So you know you guys are the reason I make this. So if you're enjoying my feedback, or if you're enjoying my content or not, just let me know. And it's not going to hurt my feelings if you're not. Like I said, if you would prefer me to cut down my videos, I'm more than happy to do that if that's what you guys want. But anyway, now I'm just kind of babbling on. Just leave me a comment on the stuff I talked about. I'd really appreciate it. I'll be interested to read what you guys have to say. And enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.